I just wanted to come and support the libraries. I'm just a story kind of made up and haven't practiced it, but we'll see how it goes. I've had the opportunity to work for this great library system for about 8 years now, and I never thought I'd start telling stories or anything like that. I started out in a part-time position, and I ended up really liking the job, and I was encouraged to go along the way. My first branch manager, Ms. Helen McCrae, is here. She encouraged me to keep going. And some wonderful people. Many of you here that I've worked with and that I've been proud to work with, and the storytellers, Dr. Neal, Ms. Ivor, and that I've taken workshops with and I've learned with your tax dollars, by the way. And many of my co-workers, we were trained to do stories and programs and things like that. And wouldn't it be a shame if we lost that? I've gotten to see how storytelling can really touch and affect all different lives, from the children to the older siblings, to the parents, to the grandparents that take them. It means so much, and I'd hate to see our community lose that. So I'm gonna tell my made-up story. I hope you like it. Now, once upon a time, in a not-so-far-away land, a land that was very hot and very humid, there lived a king. Yes. He was a king. He lived in his castle. And he lived in his castle, and he ruled the land with all the people in this very hot and humid country. Well, him and his band of 13 commissioners, well, they were looking to save some money and see what they could do, because they wanted to stay up in that castle, because that castle, it was so good up in that castle. They didn't want to go back down. They didn't want to go back down to those little shacks. So where could we save this money? Where could we get it, because we want to stay up here? I know, the mayor said one day. How about those libraries? Because, as I've been told, the age of the library is probably, ending. And his commissioners were like, yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good. Because, it's not about what all the county wants. It's about the few that will vote for me and keep me in office. So, when the people in the village, when they got word of this, well, they weren't happy at all. So they got together, and one by one, they got together. Hey, we need to do something. We need to get together. We need to band together and try to stop this. Well, they got together, and they got signs, and they tried to get other people to know, and they were chanting, "Save our libraries! Save our libraries!" And then they got other people to say it, and they said,
"Save our libraries! Save our libraries!"
Yeah, and more people got together, and it was great, and it was building. And even the cats got along, and the cats were chanting, "Meow, meow, 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 meow," which in cat means,
"Save our libraries! Save our libraries!"
Exactly, you guys know cat, right? Well, not to be outdone by the cats, the dogs wanted to get in on the action, and they said, which which meant,
Save our libraries! Save our libraries!
exactly! Oh, I see some dog and cat owners out there, huh? You know the language. Well, everybody got together, and this was building and building and building. And the mayor, well, the king, I should say. The king, this is a story, by the way, this is a fairy tale. The king and his band of commissioners, they started to hear him because it was getting louder and louder and louder. They were getting worried. We gotta do something. These people, they're going against us. And you know, we won't be able to stay in this nice castle. So, they said, hey people, don't worry. It's not gonna be 42 libraries. It's only gonna be 22. Better, right?
No!
Oh, okay. Not 22. How about 16?
No!
No. 14?
No!
13?
No!
4?
No!
Hardly anything.
No! No!
Okay, I'm magically saving them all! Yes, that's right. All the people were so happy. Everyone was glad. They breathed a sigh of relief. Except some of the few people that knew the libraries really weren't being saved. Some buildings were being saved, but not the actual library, because the library, it's not a building. It's made up of people. You're the heart of the library. So, it kept building and building and building. And that day it was approaching. It was getting closer and closer and closer. And you know what happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. That's all I got. Because this story, it doesn't have an end. Not yet. Because what the story is, this story, it needs some more heroes. Sitting in the audience, watching, listening, watching the story unfold. You're just watching it unfold. You don't know how it's going to end. But everybody can stand up, and they can be the hero. In the story, it needs more than one hero. It needs many heroes. That chant, save the libraries, it needs to be louder and louder and louder until it can't be ignored. So, will the story have a happy ending? I really do. I have to be optimistic. We have to try. We have to try. That's why we're here. And if it's not you, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell the community you live in. Let everybody know so our voices can be heard. Because this is important. It's an important issue. I've had the complete pleasure of working in this library system, this award-winning library system. And I've seen how storytelling in these programs that we have in the library can touch families. All families. I've seen that spark in a child's eye, being interested in stories, and then have them grow up and want to learn to read. I've been with that parent who's come to me for advice, who shared with me their child's autism diagnosis and asked for things they could do, for resources. And I've been on that journey with them, and they've shared with me the story unfolding for them. And each of them has their own story. And I've had the complete pleasure to be a part of that and have them share that with me. And there's so much at stake. So, I hope the story has a happy ending. We'll see. But can we get one more chant?